some money. The f doing 200. What's not clicking, Steven? Cash at me right now. Hurry up.
Me chasing you? Bitch, say it backwards. You chasing me, bitch.
This is the story of Jasmine Swanson, the lively and outgoing 28-year-old mother whose life was tragically cut short. On a fateful night in June, her life intersected with Raya Barnes, a 22-year-old woman, in a confrontation that escalated from an argument on social media to a deadly shooting. What exactly led to this horrific event? As the investigation unfolded, unsettling details emerged, shedding light on the tragic incident and the community's struggle with violence. Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to South Bend, Indiana, a city with a rich history and a tight-knit community. Known for its vibrant culture and resilient spirit, South Bend has seen its share of triumphs and tragedies. In this very city, a tragic crime unfolded, forever altering the lives of those involved. Jasmine Swanson was a 28-year-old woman who called South Bend her home. She worked diligently at Amazon, where her dedication and hard work were well recognized. Jasmine was a beloved mother to her young son, Jasmine Austin, who was the center of her world. Jasmine's personality was as vibrant as her smile.
Ain't nobody fucking with me, and that's just on my daddy's grave. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I done seen every hoe thumb, and ain't that hoe fucking with me.
Be like, you so pretty, we should hang out sometime. You trying to give me head? Or you want to be my friend, like, what we doing?
Described by those who knew her as full of life and energy, she had an infectious smile that could light up any room. Her family and friends remember her as a person who embraced life with a zest that was truly inspiring. She loved dancing and spending time with her friends, finding joy in the simple pleasures of life.
Cock it. Sideways. Now say it aloud.
Burn your shit, bitch. Like that?
That's why I love you.
Some bitches put on a little bit of makeup and then spend the rest of the day obsessed with themselves. It's me on bitches.
I put this photo up, and I drop them, because I don't care.
Her obituary paints a picture of a woman deeply loved by her family. In Jasmine Swanson's life, there was a significant and tragic connection to Raya Barnes, the woman accused of ending her life. While Jasmine and Raya were not close friends or family, their paths crossed in a way that led to devastating consequences. It began with an argument on social media, an unfortunate commonality in today's digital age. This feud, seemingly minor at first, quickly escalated, reflecting the heightened tensions and unresolved conflicts that can fester in virtual spaces. On the fateful night of June 20, 2024, South Bend became the backdrop for a tragic event that left the community reeling. Jasmine Swanson's life was cut short in a violent altercation that began with an online feud and ended in bloodshed on Perry Street. It was around 12:25 a.m. when South Bend police received a call reporting shots fired near Jefferson Traditional Middle School. Upon arrival, officers found Jasmine Swanson lying unresponsive with a gunshot wound to her head. Despite their efforts, she was pronounced dead at the scene.
28-year-old Jasmine Swanson, that is the victim who died in this triple shooting overnight. We want to show you the scene behind me. Not even the rain can clear the evidence markers that you see here. Bullet holes still through the windows. We're going to give you a closer look here momentarily, but this is just some of what we've been covering over the last almost week now, this string of just horrible violence. What's really tough is we're hearing from neighbors. According to neighbors, that victim was a mother. She lived with another young mother. And the really scary part is that those kids may have been here when those shots rang out overnight. We want to show you that video now. You can see exactly what we saw when we got on scene. The toys here, the scooter, the bike, the kiddie pool. It's just mind-numbing to say the least. A neighbor telling us what he saw not long before the shooting. We're going to share that at 5 o'clock because it's really horrific. It's really scary too. He says it was very odd what he saw taking place about 90 minutes before he heard 7 shots rang out. Meanwhile, this shooting is just the latest of a string of shootings since Friday night we've been covering here on 16 News Now. In fact, we talked to our friends with Save Outreach, who's on the front lines of all of these shootings. Here's what they told me earlier today. Exhausting?
Very. Okay, because
you work so hard, and it's like one situation can kind of spiral into another, and it won't undo all of the good work, but you can often feel like it does.
The night began with a neighbor observing unusual activity on Perry Street. Around 10:30 p.m., he noticed what appeared to be a fight club taking place, with most participants being women. Approximately 10 cars were lined up on the block, and the situation seemed tense. The neighbor called the police, who arrived and dispersed the crowd. However, the tension did not end. Less than 2 hours later, the tranquility of the night was shattered by the sound of 7 gunshots. Police rushed to the scene and discovered Jasmine's lifeless body. As officers investigated the scene, 2 other women, also injured in the same incident, arrived at Memorial Hospital seeking medical attention. These women reported being shot at the same location on Perry Street. The South Bend Police Department's Violent Crimes Unit took over the investigation, working tirelessly to piece together the events that led to this tragic shooting. The 2 surviving women's conditions were not immediately disclosed, leaving the community anxious for updates. The investigation quickly identified 22-year-old Raya Barnes as a suspect. Raya was arrested later that day and charged with 1 count of murder, 2 counts of battery by means of a deadly weapon, and 2 counts of criminal recklessness. Raya faced additional charges, including firearm enhancement, due to the use of a gun in the crime. According to court documents, the shooting stemmed from an argument between Raya and the homeowner of the Perry Street residence. The feud, which had begun on social media, escalated to a deadly confrontation. Despite Raya's denial of firing a weapon, surveillance footage and witness testimonies implicated her in the crime. As the legal proceedings began, Raya pleaded not guilty to the charges. Her jury trial was scheduled to start on October 22, 2024. If convicted on all counts, she faces up to 105.5 years in prison. The community of South Bend watched closely as the case unfolded, hoping for justice for Jasmine Swanson and the other victims. Throughout this ordeal, Jasmine's family and friends struggled to come to terms with her untimely death. Vigils were held in her memory, and the community rallied together to support her young son, Jasmine. Jasmine's legacy was honored not only through these gatherings, but also through the stories and memories shared by those who knew and loved her. Funeral services for Jasmine were held at 12 p.m. on Friday, June 28, 2024, at Palmer Funeral Home West Chapel, 2702 Lincoln Way West, South Bend, in. This surge in violence underscored the urgent need for effective solutions to curb such tragedies. Mitchell Winston Sr. and Japhonia Jones of the SAVE Outreach team emphasized the importance of staying vigilant and proactive in combating violence. They worked tirelessly to engage with the community, encouraging open discussions and fostering understanding among residents. Their work aimed to prevent future incidents and build a safer environment for everyone. Jasmine Swanson's story served as a poignant reminder of the importance of addressing issues before they escalate and the need for unity in the face of adversity. The tragic death of Jasmine Swanson was a heartbreaking and senseless loss that should never have happened. Jasmine was a vibrant young woman with a loving family, a devoted son, and a bright future ahead of her. Her life was cut short by an act of violence that not only took her away from her loved ones, but also left a deep wound in the community. What happened to Jasmine was preventable. If measures had been taken to address the underlying issues that lead to such violence, perhaps Jasmine would still be with us today. The argument on social media that escalated into a deadly confrontation highlights the need for better conflict resolution resources and education. Jasmine Swanson's story is a tragic one, but it also serves as a beacon for change. Family and friends remember her with smiles of gratitude, honoring the joy she brought into their lives. Jasmine taught those around her to embrace each day and to find joy in the little things. My condolences to her friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.